What's the word? What's the word? Wake your ass up. Let's get to it. This is what y'all wanted. Y'all wanted to hear the bar recap for Hitman versus Eazy the Block Captain. And that's what we about to get into today, man. Get into this room, man. I'm gonna give y'all a couple minutes before we get started with this, cause I'm not running lines back. But no, I appreciate everybody. First of all, shout out Remy Ma, Chrome 23. I had an amazing time. Amazing time, man. Got a chance to kick it with a lot of battle rap media, supporters, battle rappers themselves. It was a movie. Like Chrome 23, Sony Hall, it was a movie. You know what I'm saying? What up, Gibson? What's up, my boy? But I thought, you know what I'm saying, going into the battle, as people were starting to pile into the venue, I was talking to Polo from Black Compass, and I was just like, bro, like I don't know if this is the setting for Hitman. I said in my earlier blog when I was just doing like the little light recap or whatever, you know, it was some Cardinal caps in there, but they was definitely scarce. Now when Verb rolled up, you know what I'm saying? Verb was actually standing on the opposite side of the venue. And by the time I actually saw Verb and where everybody else was from St. Louis was actually standing was during the A Ward when A Ward called out Verb and all the cameras panned over to Verb. So that was my first time even knowing that they was even in the building yet because I hadn't even seen them the whole time. And by the time I tried to make my way over there, of course, they was already on stage getting ready for the Hitman and Eazy battle. Because I didn't think it was gonna go fourth. I thought it was gonna be the last battle. So that's why y'all didn't see me with Verb. That's probably why I didn't, you know what I'm saying? I ain't make it on stage. But this is what I will say. I've seen a lot of people talking back and forth about the hecklers in the crowd. Was it hecklers in the crowd? Was it more than one heckler in the crowd? Yes, yes, and yes. So I can tell you for certain, you know what I'm saying, where Verb was standing at, they had hecklers over there. You've seen videos of that. Where I was standing, I had a heckler who by the third round was pissy drunk, just yelling, just fuck it. Like it was crazy. It was crazy. It was definitely crazy. Um, but you walking into enemy territory, I don't think at this point in time that should have been something to have played such a pivotal role in this battle. You know what I'm saying? Everybody in there, it's just the same thing. Like when we talk about anybody coming to St. Louis, when you come to St. Louis, you're not gonna get them that same reception as you would that you normally would get. Not when you battling one of us. That's not gonna happen. So did I think it was a little crazy that Hitman Holla got booed when he first came out there? Yes and no. Again, we on the East Coast. We know where we at. We not dumb. You know what I'm saying? I was a little shocked that the boos were, I guess, so I would say not consistent, but I would definitely say so distracting. You know what I'm saying? It was like I said, it was some hecklers in there. And I know Hitman has been talking in the spaces, you know what I'm saying, kind of doing his, I don't want to say media run, but just promoting the battle, promoting, you know what I'm saying, his thoughts and opinions on the battle. And he said that's the reason why he went first because he didn't want Eazy to capture the momentum of the crowd, knowing that he had just got booed. But man, we about to get into these bars. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe to the channel. I ain't gonna lie to you. I got about 7 pages of notes. I got about 6, 7 pages of notes. We about to be here for a little minute. But you know what I'm saying? I appreciate everybody in the building, man. Oh, yeah, pull up tonight. We got A Ward. We got A Ward. We got to talk this A Ward versus Verb. We got to get into all that. So pull up tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You know how we rocking. But this is Hitman Holla versus Eazy the Block Captain. Round one. Were there mic issues? Let's get into that. Were there mic issues in the building? Yes, there were mic issues in the building. When Hitman Holla got done rapping and Eazy started to rap in the first when he was doing his mic check, you could clearly hear a stronger voice. It was definitely louder in the building. But again, Eazy the Block Captain is a yeller. He is a yeller by nature. So I don't know if that had a play a part in it, but it was definitely mic issues I was in VIP about 50 feet from the stage, and you could just clearly hear a difference, you know what I'm saying, in the projection of the audio. But it's on Hitman in the first. Like, y'all already know he grabbed the quarter and said this: ignore the fee. I came a long way just to go to war with E. Snatch the quarter and give it to you. With all that struggle rap, I figure you need it more than me. I like that. He said this battle gonna be a triple 10 of you. What this battle gonna be a triple 10 of you don't want the quarter. Let's see if he can take the nickel in. I like that. You told us you were a boss and could rap wherever you wanted. Then you got an email from Beasley saying, Bush, Bush, Bush. I created this big stage. My presence alone, too much for a volume. If I'm being completely honest, what Remy paid me to battle you, I can't count in a small room. I like that. Back in the day, I brung out 16 and 9s. They could have hosted my battle in R. Kelly's basement. That was smooth. I ain't gonna lie. One thing that people didn't talk about was Remy was, you know what I'm saying? Remy was again trying to facilitate these battles, trying to, you know what I'm saying, make sure that the cameras can see, but she was also walking around Hitman during the first, and that was a little distracting so much that he did stop. So I do want to acknowledge that. Um, Remy, it don't matter who. I bark on them and violate them. This my house. You don't belong here. You just immigrating. I will wipe you off the face of the earth when bullets penetrate him. You see, he think he got the juice till I squeeze and it'll eliminate him. I like that. Now, again, that got a mixed review in the crowd, but I personally like that. You know how Hitman Holla's first rounds go traditionally. And traditionally, he throws a lot on you in the first. And this was exactly what you're doing. So you saying people in the back couldn't hear Holla. I wasn't all the way in the back. I can't lie. I was only 50 feet from the from the stage. I was not all the way in the back. I do know when they were repeatedly going over and over, can you hear him? Can you hear him? By the end of that, they definitely could hear Holla in the back. I can definitely say that. Let's see, getting back to it. This battle stamped your legacy, not mine. It was a win for you to achieve me. Make a long story short, the road I took to get here wasn't easy. I like that. Anytime you an underground rapper go mainstream, it's always a good look for battle rap. I can never be mad at that. Your ego starting to outgrow your habitat. I ain't gonna hold you. How you Hollywood in half 4 minutes of TV time, and they killed you your kind out in episode 2. Now, this is what I will say. It was actually episode 3, and the crowd was definitely not letting Holla get that one past them. They wanted to make it clear that they knew it was episode 3, and even Eazy kind of smirked when he said that. Um, but to but to keep the streak alive, if you try to have another episode tonight, you gonna die again. So when y'all compare him to me, it don't really do nothing but make me more madder. It's the difference between someone who can win the award versus someone they can name the award after. I thought that was fire. I thought that was one of the fire bars in the first round. It's wartime. Easy better tie up his shoelaces for that green. I get crazy as Christian over them blue faces. You basic. I don't think you know who you facing. I'm a nightmare. If I bring show with me, that's 2 Jasons. I, I thought that was fire. I get mad on the side of his face, 2 H's. Let's see if you can struggle rap for real when your tooth aching. They can make the best of Hitman on YouTube for 24 hours. I like that. I gave the leader of his clique his first main event. So what did that tell you about my star power? Tay Rock, Sue Surf. I know one of your mans told you, stand down or be the next body I'm standing over. I like that a lot too, man. I thought he was look, man, this first round from Holla, I thought was a very, very good first round. I thought he was on fire. I thought it was a great first round. He said, think Tomb Raider, my bitch is shooter. It will get cinematic if I give cinematic. Again, I like that. I know how you seen I put an in the rock roll. They think I'm Lenny Kravitz. This is a red state. Check my demographic. He came out swing. Hey, y'all see what y'all see how it's going up in the chat. Man, come on, man. Don't nobody do a better bar recap than me. I really don't think that. Respect to, You know what I'm saying? Respect to my GOAT, Showtime, but you know what I'm saying? It's different over here. The fifth type, give a fuck if you 4'1" or this height. It's like I'm asking easy questions. You gonna get this right. I like that. But then again, the mic issues are something that him, Remy, and Eazy all brought up throughout this first round. After this haymaker, he asked, can he be heard? And you know what I'm saying? You hearing mixed reviews from the crowd. He said, you know, the left behind, I can miss flights. 4'1", I got an old shooter. I'll call him Glenn Rice, but he cheap. For 720, he'll spin twice. He did a lot. We're going to hear it on Cran. He moving right along. Respect, salute, Tim. Hey, I appreciate that, man. Thumbs up the video. Again, this first round I'm moving right along because it's a lot going on in this first round. Like, he's saying a lot. Now, again, when I'm looking at the bars and I'm looking at the rounds, the first round is by far his longest round of the battle. You know, I think when I watched it back on the pay-per-view, I think it still took it might have been like a 12-minute to a 13-minute first round. And we still got a couple more in the first. He said, 34-year-old rookie, look who I'm facing. Ain't like we ain't never seen him before. I could replace him. All that shit he did for the culture, they can't erase him. I can get you closer to God. Don't let me mace him. Yeah, you hot right now, and y'all embrace him. But I was popping when they had to my space him. 100 rounds, I'm shooting all. Don't want to waste them. Face shot, they forget how he looked. They got to trace him. Knew what I could do with the kid. Why give me Jason? Y'all be side-eyeing when I'm rapping like I be faking. When I did more than these rappers that y'all be praising, 25 a game, I did every occasion. Still took over the culture. I'm so amazing. This my Philly flow. I'm doing an imitation. Touchdown, give 6, a celebration. But again, at the end of the Philly flow, I like that. He's really going crazy in his first. I really like that. And then he even finished. I like the way he finished the round. Remy, put it on my tab. Eazy first million on me. Come on, y'all know every time Eazy Hitman pop outside, it's going to do a milli. It's going to do a mill. But the problem, no, Eazy got a rap. Eazy got a rap in his first. And again, was there mic issues? You can clearly hear a greater projection in Eazy's microphone than Hitman's in the first. Hit the like button. I appreciate that, Playboy. I appreciate that. Hit that like button. Oh, okay. It's Eazy on in the first. He says, I'm not your friend. Let's be honest. I'm about to pinpoint problems like a diagnostic. I like that. He said, we teach all them niggas discipline. Do you know what we will do for some Benjamins? If I tell my Hitman sweet potato pie, he'll cry. Because what you'll find in the ground, cinnamon. Hey, fire. That was fire. We not about to hold them. That was fire. These dudes didn't even graduate high school. They go to the funerals saying rip. Hey, that bar was slept on, but to me, that was crazy. Because they don't know that RIP stands for rest in peace. Come on, son. He was fire. How we get here? Big T got clipped. This nigga took offense. All for his dog, for them to put a contract on a hitman like John Wick. Yeah, I like that. He said, and then so not only does he call out Cinnamon, he also rapping at show out. Now, this is a different tactic, but you know, Eazy he's a student of the game, so he watches and sees how other people strategize and how they present themselves with Hitman. He walking through the St. Louis crowd. He talking to Verb like he really trying to let him know that his presence, he's not worried about none of them Cardinal caps on that stage. He not, bro. I'm telling y'all. He said, ain't you his brother? You better tell that nigga to chill before he gets you in some shit. And then Eazy yells, fix his mic issues due to the feedback, not because of the volume, but it was the feedback because he got too close to Hitman. This was a crazy bar. He said, my shooters come from Toby because they don't know how to act. Laser on the skin, like trying to remove a tat. Y'all thought I was blocked by a St. Louis nigga till I hopped out on his Cardinal cap. I like that. No work, came back effed up. They put me on light duty. Coke and popcorn expensive, like I'm going to the movies. Have y'all ever been to the movies lately? Come on, son. Come on, son. What else we got? He said, my stove top did warm-up drills every day, dog. Beefing with niggas in my conference so I can get the playoff. You played 4 quarters and I sold 2 halves. Hey man, this first round from both of them was great. Great. I seen things recover from everything, but I never seen them rebound off the glass. What? Profit off another hustle. 20 grams of coke, 10 grams of cut. To us, a double. And I still got one more for Eazy in this first. He said, instead of selling drugs, I took myself and found out that I can be controlled over here. I don't take this shit for granted. I don't fold over here. I pick my battles wisely. Have other income that was owed over here. So when you taught niggas how to control the room, I taught niggas how to control their career. I ain't gonna lie to you. I felt like that particular line could have worked for both of them because I feel like Hitman has really taught Eazy how to kind of control his own career. You know what I'm saying? But fire first round from both of them. But for me though, I felt like Hitman was more consistent in the first. Eazy had the haymakers, but I felt like Hitman was just more consistent to me in the first round. So I got Hitman up 1-0. Like the video. I'm being fair. You see the breakdown. We 16 minutes into the first round. It's second round. Now, this is what I'll say in the second round and in the third. Hitman, you an athlete, I'm an athlete. Let me talk to you respectfully. Let me holler at you. So you find out you got the hecklers in the crowd. You find out you got mic issues in the crowd. Okay, let's translate that over to playing basketball. I'm an official. I'm a high school official. If I'm not calling the hand check, don't keep yelling at me to get your hand off, for me to get the hand off of you. I'm not calling the hand check. You got to play through the hand check. That's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is you have to play through that hand check. If we're playing basketball and they got a hand on you, and I'm not calling that, you complaining, you got to play through it. You got to play through it. And I think one thing that stuck out, if you were a Hitman Holla fan, one thing that stuck out to me personally was the fact that he was, you know what I'm saying, very adamant about the hecklers, very adamant about you going to catch it on cam. Hitman Holla is not someone we have ever known to win a battle on cam. Respectfully, to my knowledge, most of the time I have him winning battles, it's usually in the room on the first watch. So for him to say, you know what I'm saying, they're going to catch it on cam, which we did catch a lot of stuff on cam, but I also feel like in the same vein, because you were telling us that we were going to catch so much on cam in the building, it took away from your momentum. You could never really build up your momentum in your rounds because it was the mic issues, because it was the hecklers, you know what I'm saying, because you wanted to let us know we was going to catch it on cam. That's how I feel about it. Like because here's the thing, this second round, you know what I'm saying, for the people that say Hitman could possibly have won this battle, I think his rounds in the second and third are slept on, but it's because the momentum is being cut off every time he's gathering himself. You know what I'm saying? Like, one thing we've learned with this new era of battle rap, if a haymaker don't hit, you got to keep it going. You can't dwell on the fact that the haymaker didn't hit. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to A-Ward. When one of his haymakers didn't hit the DeAndre Jordan line, you got to keep it going. You got to be on to the next. And that was the one thing I would say. You know what I'm saying? That would be my one criticism. You got to learn to just rap through it. Again, if I'm an official and I'm not calling the hand check, you got to know that the hand check ain't being called tonight. You got to play through that. You know what I'm saying? But Hitman in the second. Again, starting off, and I have like different points in my recap where I can say people said turn the mic up. He said turn the mic up. Remy Eazy said turn the mic up. You know what I'm saying? People trying to calm down the crowd. The crowd was rocky, but it's in New York. It's my first time being out there, so I thought that's was how they rock out there. He said, Hitman in a second. Make sure that y'all thumbing up the video too. If you're new to the channel, subscribe to the channel. We do got a war tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it's gonna be a movie. My Saturday night, not so fun. I gotta stand here and let a nigga drug talk me to death, and I make more money than the plug he copping from. I thought that was wild. But then again, right after that, you got the crowd saying turn his mic up. If I don't like his face, you will get the Glock put out. He said he never seen a rebound off the glass. Well, you're going to leave in a casket and Remy going to have to box you out. Rebuttals? Hitman's rebuttaling? Tricky. But this is what I said when he's in the house with bags and bodies, when he's going to these events, he's seeing and obviously working on wilding out the ability freestyle Fridays. You got to be quick on your feet. He said, what else we got? But the Boo Birds start in a second. And that's when Hitman starts. It ain't gonna look good on camera. That's when that happens. Crazy how you can go from putting T on in Philly to Philly putting you on a T. Life comes at you fast, don't it? I like that bar because life do come at you fast. I catch Eazy celebrating. It's not wise because I'm pulling up to the block party. I'm outside. And then the hecklers become louder and louder. And you hear Hitman addressing them. You got to play through the hand check. Smack the hand down, but play through the hand check. So if it's FU online and it's FU in person, even when I had COVID, I kept the same energy. Again, that was a slept on line, but I think because of the stops and starts in your rounds, a lot of your material wasn't appreciated. Shine, Rock, he said Shine, Red, Rock, Should. They was all sick like Eazy. But guess who had the remedy? You got a bunch of debatable and a win versus T. So why y'all keep talking, keep bringing up this Eazy run, jog my memory. I thought that was fire. Holla, you lost, live with it, you live with it. Hitman hit him with like 4 rebuttals. Hitman had a lot of rebuttals. Third round, I think he had like 3 rebuttals. Not all of them hit, but he had like 3 rebuttals. We're going to get into that third round. I got you, though. He said, we stormed in. Now, this is what I will say. There has always been this angle with Eazy that people have touched on, tippy-toed around, walked around, but never really directly talked about it. And it's the Hurricane Do situation. I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't think Hitman was gonna take that strike, but because Eazy went at Cinnamon, it's all good, baby. We in battle rap. So let me get back to the second round. We stormed in, the girlfriend in the kitchen. She was making spaghetti. Shut up. I would have beat your ass, but I heard Eazy did doing that already. Eazy put hands on his girl. Her name Hurricane Do. He get mad. She get wet for everybody. But ain't that what hurricanes do? That was fire. The New Jersey twerk after ponytail on the table. He messed up Hurricanes Do. How you mad she decided to break up a happy home when that's the type of shit that hurricanes do? Fire. Then I heard she got pregnant. What hurricanes do? What hurricane do? Touchy subject. Well, let me switch to category 5. But that's still some shit that hurricanes do. I like that. But the problem was, you in New York, you by Philly, they not going for that. That's like somebody saying something crazy to Cinnamon in St. Louis. We not going for that. We not. So I like the material. I like the angle that you use, but it wasn't effective in that room. But I think on camera, again, if you're in the culture, you heard about the story. I think he's probably the person that has most effectively presented that angle. Again, people touched on it. He directly went to it. See, I'm a king of the first class, but you and Geechee, the main two, the names who I put in the sky, made it my priority. So this is the airplane scheme. Guns will bust. When we on a chase, you can't run from us. I'm going to make sure there's extra room in the casket. I'm doing that for his own comfort. Plus, Tay-Rock, you my man. Depart from him. You Gotta know I'll hit you, I'll drop him, and you get picked up with him. You see what standing by a rival gets you? Standing by a rival gets you. I like, you know what I'm saying? Standing by a rival or gets you. Okay, we cool. I like the airplane scheme. You seen my Cassidy face off. He disrespect me. The show over there. So Remy, if he decide to carry on, I'm going to be forced to check that bag. Don't let that go over your head. Again, we still with the airplane scheme. I did an airplane scheme to let y'all know I'm checking all that fly shit out the gate. That's for the captain. Okay, cool. The airplane scheme was cool. Cool. You know what I'm saying? I liked a little bit of what you had in there, but we've all heard a lot of airplane schemes before. We got to be honest with that. New body. I caught it on a 40. It was a short kickoff. Now I like that because I caught it on a 40. It was a short kickoff because the onside kick is from. Come on, man. They kick it from the 50 to the 40, man. 10 yards. I know my stuff. I'm an official. Where you from? If I let him feel these Eagles, the pain is worse. But if show swing, it'll take a punch from show to realize everyone from Jalen hurts. Philly Eagles, feel these Eagles, realizes only everyone from Jalen hurts. Okay, I like that. Didn't love it. I liked it though. We on the block trap hunting. We looking for Confederate flags. Now that's a rebuttal to Eazy's line that he had. I want to say, what was that? Danny Myers. I put a Confederate flag out my trap house and I ain't been raided since. And that was actually a line that was taken by somebody else, and that line actually went viral on Twitter a couple weeks ago. Let me see. Better find where you stepping and you might need a reverend. I lied about my age. This 1911. And then at the end of the second round, there is a mic switch. So we've had mic issues. Now we got a mic switch. Appreciate everybody in the chat, man. I'm just trying to run through this bar recap, man. But I will get to any super chats. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, you see the Cash App. Appreciate any support. If you're new to the channel, like the video, subscribe. We got A-War pulling up tonight. We about to get to the whole Midwest fallout. I don't know what's going on between him and Bird, but we got to figure it out. It's on Eazy in the second. Now, y'all seen how, you know what I'm saying, I gave y'all multiple lines, setups with Hitman in the first. I'm going to do the same thing for Eazy in the second, man. Uncompromised. When me and my plug couldn't come to a diplomacy, we learned to trade. I had weed, I had daughters. So if I crossed 3 strands, I was trying to braid. I felt like that was crazy. And the crowd slept on that. Yes, they did, but on camera, that was crazy to me. But then Eazy mic issues continue. He said, all the views you got, you can't handle slander. God forbid you say one wrong thing about this nigga, he gonna run to the internet. It's propaganda. Now, you know what I'm saying? That was fire, and we kind of seeing what's going on right now. It was fire. It hit. It definitely hit. You would need more than a Band-Aid on the face. If I felt any disrespect from that country grammar, that was crazy. If you would have touched me at any point, you get the notion. The get back we would have gave you would have had LLC attached. You would have owned it. LLC. Okay, we get that. Long live cinnamon. Come on, son. What? Come on. Hey. What? They did. They absolutely did. Said, you never thought the home invasion was a calculated move? You never thought that they was coming for her, coming for you? I blame the leadership in your crew. They should have told you, Gerald, stop. Being street mean being smart. You got to know the block. If it's an immediate threat, sometimes you got to let it rock because you can't control an op. Karma coming from so many forms, you probably the reason your girl got shot. Oh, my God. I love that setup. And I ain't going to lie to you. I mean, I ain't know why else they be in that neighborhood. I will embarrass you. How will you let your shorty take a headshot for you and you still ain't marry her? Like, Jesus Christ. What? And it's even worse because Cinnamon is on stage. Like, she's there. I don't know if y'all see her, but she's there. So I'm going to run that whole thing back because I thought that was crazy. You never thought that the home invasion was a calculated move. You never thought that coming for her, coming for you. I blame the leadership in your crew. They should have told you, Gerald, stop. Being street mean being smart. You got to know the block. If it's an immediate threat, sometimes you got to let it rock because you can't control a op. Karma coming in so many forms. You probably the reason your girl got shot. I will embarrass you. How you let Shorty take a headshot for you and you ain't marry her? Come on, son. And then we're not even done yet. Let's talk about, you know what I'm saying? Shout out, show out, man. Eazy the Block Captain knew what he was doing in this battle. He walked over to show out. He was like, ain't this the bull? Ain't you the bull? Ain't he the bull? Ain't you the bull that said you knocked out Bill Collector because they was going to rob Hitman? Where was the same bull when they actually robbed Hitman? Now, I'm going to say this. When he said that, didn't hit that crazy. It didn't hit that crazy in the building. But Bill coming from Eazy side asking where they was, amazing ad lib. That bar didn't have the impact Eazy thought it would until Bill came out there. That is a fact. That is a whole fact. That bar did not hit till Bill came out there and, you know, they celebrating. Yeah! 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 Where was he at? Where was he at? It beat me up, but where was he at when it really got popping? You know what I'm saying? It was in the building, it was a crazy moment when that happened. And then you already know Eazy was gonna come with his iconic bullshit. Reload the bullets that came out of him. Bullshit. Bullshit. Bullshit, 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 bullshit. I give them real shit. You give them gimmicks. The only person that can take a bullet out of a doctor, but the cops may use it for forensics. Come on, son. I seen the Jason Lee interview you did with Rim. Oh, that was a lot. I said this freaky ass bull getting shot. He accepted a pause award from a gay nigga. I was shocked. Is it me? When all straight niggas go to Hollywood, they just unlock. So this is what I'll say about this second round. I think content-wise, if you're just looking at the content, I felt like the round was closer than it was. But when you add performance, when you add again, Hitman talking to the hecklers, Hitman telling us it ain't gonna look good on camera, like that, all of that takes away from Hitman's performance in the second round. So I'm giving Eazy the second. Easy Hitman 1-1 going into the third. 1-1 going to the third. Hit the likes. The crazy part about it is his brother came out in the third round. Round 3. Now, again, material was slept on. But Hitman, I'm not calling the hand checks this game. They can put a hand on you. They got a hand on you while you going to the hole for the layup. I'm letting that go. Once you go up for the shot, that's when they got to put their hands. But if they got hands on you while you going to the lane, I'm letting it go. They're not calling the hand checks this game. They not, bro. You got to play through it. You got to play through the hand checks. But I do like your rebuttal. Hey, man, you know what I'm saying? This ain't even, I'm from the city. If you see me, did you see what I had on? I was big stepping. St. Louis Cardinal clap, the varsity jacket going crazy. But at the end of the day, man, I'm not lying about what I'm saying, man. I'm giving y'all exactly what happened in this battle. Unbiased opinion, exactly what happened in this battle. So material-wise, Hitman, you was there. But no hand checks is being called. And you complaining about hand checks, it's just like Luka. Luka not getting back on defense because he complaining about the foul calls. You giving up. So not only did you miss the shot, but you also giving up the layup because you ain't getting back on defense. You rather yell at the official than get back on defense. Come on, man. Hitman, it's on you in the third. He don't know what I got planned for Cinnamon. Talking about mine is things you don't do. He like, why you ain't marry her yet? Because I'd rather let it ring on you. I thought that was, again, rebuttals is difficult, but I thought that was a cool rebuttal. And we don't really know Hitman for the rebuttals. He said he get up and act like Pablo. I'm saying he bluff. Why the face of URL selling drugs anyway? You mean to tell me both smacks ain't paying enough? That's crazy. Both Smack White and this ain't paying. That's crazy. Easy. What's the point of potentially dying from the same shit you had to do to get out the streets? Come on, son. He's saying you still doing the same things you did to get out the streets. You've made it to this point. You still doing those same. Where is the growth and elevation? I like that angle that Hitman's taking in this round. The guy, and so in the third round, the way Hitman is standing, if he's pointing to the right, when he's pointing to the right, that's where I'm standing at. There is a guy that has been yelling in my goddamn ear since the moment the battle started. And me and him that got into it, you know what I'm saying? I done told him to calm down, like, you doing too much, bro. I literally had to tell that man, you doing too much. You in my ear with that shit. I'm here for the battle. I didn't flew out and then paid $150 for the VIP. I'm here for the battle, and you here yelling in my goddamn ear. So when he points over there to the right side, like, I'm literally into it with this dude. But you know, all good. Ain't no fist. Ain't nobody get killed, Smack. So it's all good. He said, my pop stayed on me long enough to play in college. I got you is what I replied, but it was little he could do to stop me from walking outside, knowing I was going to see a war, knowing I was going to pick a side. One night, my mama looked me in my eyes and said, I don't want my oldest son gangbanging. It was dead sad. I had to be real with my mother. Like, I'm sorry, but it was kind of hard for me to ignore them red flags throwing up the beats. Come on, son. He had some shit in this third round. He did, but you worried about the hand checks. You can't be worried about the hand checks. He said, I don't even like people with birthdays end of June to July because they cancers. It reminds me of the stuff my mama went through. That was just real talk. I just felt like that was a fire line. Have you ever been on FaceTime when somebody you love and witness them getting shot? How this nigga gonna talk pain to me? Hey, that's fire. That's fire. I ain't gonna lie. That's fire. The paperwork they seen, y'all, I would have never signed. They said I ain't lyrical, but I'm always cool because I had a lawyer whose pen is better than mine. That was slept on. That was slept on, but that was fire. Are you shitting me? The paperwork they seen, y'all, I would have never signed. They said I ain't lyrical, but I always cool because I had a lawyer whose pen is better than mine. Fire. Yo, Ice Cube, I watched NWA and wanted to let you know you inspired me. Got me battling a nigga named Eazy, having contract issues. The irony. Clever, very clever. He said, my mind and mental is the reason I'm so monumental. Free game, start reading over the stuff you're going to sign. It's simple. Then maybe they won't be able to use whatever you signed against you. That's on, man. Best thing said in his third, in my bro. He was like his third again, man. You worried about the fucking God damn it, Hitman. You worried about the hand checks, my boy. Quit worried about the hand checks. The hecklers is gonna be the hecklers. The hecklers is gonna be the hecklers. The booze is gonna be the booze. You gotta rap through that. You can't sit here and tell us what's gonna look good on camera. We gonna get it on cam. Let us get it on cam. Let us get it on cam, my boy. But you know, I'm only saying what they should. They say, Holla, it's time for a new slogan. No, it ain't, because I'm the reason these battle rappers start making them in the first place. I like that. What you know about your pops betting 5K, you score 40? That's 5 3-0s, but I finished the game with 36 because my bum ass missed 4 free throws. What you know about your driver calling off during Christmas and you missed 20K? That's only 3 loads. You run the fade, you dumb as you can be. I think not. It's barbershop. The lift pump come from under the seat. I like that. Again, Hitman material. You had some shit 1, 2, and 3, but it was everything else that you was paying attention to. It was everything else that you was paying attention to. The mic issues is the mic issues. You can't do nothing about that. They did the best they can. They swapped out that mic. They tried to turn your volume up. Hell, they was even giving what investment advice during the battle. Apparently, I don't know who the little white lady was coming through for the audio, but like, come on, son. Damn. If I wish there would have been no, you know what I'm saying, no distractions in this battle. I really wish there would have been no, you know what I'm saying, no hecklers that he was trying to talk to. I wish that, you know what I'm saying, the crowd didn't impact him as much as it did, because it definitely could have been it could have been a classic. I ain't gonna lie to you. It could have been a classic. But I got so far I got Hitman taking the first. I got Eazy in the second, and I just gave y'all Hitman Holla's third round. This is Eazy the Block's third round. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. We got A-War pulling up to the show tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Temperature Check Tuesdays with my brother Deadass Talk. It's another movie. Y'all see me out here working, but Eazy, go ahead and take us home. It's on you in the third round, man. Let me grab that water. I used to envy people with two parents because I wasn't raised by my mom, and that's some deep shit. The pain was so imbalanced. I actually formed this talent from the street shit. Now, my real parents gave me a puzzle, but that wasn't the only thing in pieces. So while you were in the stage doing the remix, my pot didn't rock. I had the remix. Oh. In my profession, a black nigga with a can start wilding out. It's not funny. We ended up at the precinct. Come on, son. Come. Tom Brady, that's a rusty 40. We still wanted to see if that bitch still had a bullet in it. Come, rusty 40. We still wanted to see if that bitch still had a bullet in it. These sports bars is getting kind of crazy. He said, clean the gun, break it down into particles. 30 Buffalo, kill, kill. Shit sound like an audible. Come on, man. Come on, man. What else we got? Chopper Life Flight. Them. We shop for couples too, if y'all an item, but hit on bitches too if y'all wife them. He can't save her. If everything in this gun based off true events, you get to watch this disclaimer. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Come on, this third round though. Decline invitation. It doesn't invite you. A couple warning shots. Back them niggas up, so I understand, because a cannon saved my life too. What? Declined invitation. It doesn't invite you. A couple warning shots. Back them niggas up, so I understand, because a cannon saved my life too. I am somebody you need to be concerned about. We concentrate on camps and burn them out. A dispute where I'm from, if someone didn't die, we worked it out. Beef used to be like grandma's house. Was Sunday morning clean, sweep the whole house. You got to live through. You got to live it through. No words of mouth. Stash the work in the recliner. Vlad TV. I got stories on that couch. Hey, yo. This third round by Eazy. Come on, son. Cabinet 4 don't charge smart like no smart lock. It's fingerprints in that file. I told him I was selling dope for research purposes. The judge gave me a clinical trial. If I didn't spend on you for money owed, then that mean it ain't enough. If my brother ain't got to jump in a fight, it's to make sure he don't have to hold me up. Oh my God. So fire, like fire. Outlet gang, I appreciate y'all. What's the word? We got 30 in the chat, man. I appreciate y'all. I need 30 likes. That's all I'm saying. But again, man, a lot of distractions for Hitman in this battle, from being booed to the mic issues to the hecklers sprinkled in throughout the venue. But at the end of the day, we not calling hand checks. Okay, Hitman? We didn't call hand checks, was not being called that night. So whatever was going on, you got to overcome that. That's what gave you this legendary Mount Rushmore God tier. That's how you got there, is going to these places and fighting through the crowd. Now, is it crazy that people literally pay $75 or $150 or even more to come just to boo you? It is, but at the end of the day, it's their money. Spend their time how they want to spend time, but you can not let that impact your performance to the detriment that it did. It took away from the battle. I'm just being honest. Hitman is dominating the conversation this week. I think he lost the battle. I think he lost the battle and won the war. It's a lot of people that's, you know what I'm saying? I think the battle was cool. I think the battle was good. I think it could have been a great battle. It could have been a classic. But again, a couple of variables in between. I do give the battle to Eazy. Still on the playback, I got Hitman winning the first. I got Eazy winning the second, and the third. But again, I think the second and third Hitman material was there, but it was the performance. It was the stop and the start, and he couldn't get his feet. It was like trying to climb Mount Everest in Nike slides. Like you're not about to climb a mountain that's covered in ice and slides. You gotta have the right shoes. You gotta have the right equipment. And yeah, I thought it was a great battle though. I thought it was a good battle. I ain't gonna say it wasn't a classic, unfortunately. It could have been. It could have been if we could have got through the material cleanly. No stops. It could have been, but I think if you Eazy the Block Captain, where do you go from here? I hear he's saying he's the best in the world. I don't know how you're arguing against that right now. He undefeated. If he ain't, stop him. If you don't think he like that, stop him. That's the only thing I can say, because everybody that we put in front of him, we say this person's gonna beat him, that person's gonna beat him. They don't end up beating him. If you Hitman, again, like I said, I think Hitman material was cool. I thought it was great. I thought he needed to be where he needed to be far as material wise, but it was the performance. Ironically, it was the performance. It was not being able to overcome the variables of the battles, from again getting booed when you first coming on stage, the mic issues, having to swap out mics, the hecklers in the crowd. Like that's what comes with battle rap. That's what comes with battle rap. So Hitman, I know people are clamoring for the Murder Mook battle. I seen Verb say him and A War about to get busy in St. Louis, so he was trying to pair you up against Rum. For me, I would rather see you go up against Rum before the Murder Mook battle. But I mean, you know what I'm saying? If you get Mook from Max out, I'm not mad at that. We're not mad at that. But I appreciate y'all rocking with me, man. I told y'all I was gonna give y'all the bar recap. I hope y'all like it, love it, you know what I'm saying? Appreciate it. I definitely worked my ass off to do it in a timely fashion. Shout out to everybody in the battle rap community that I met. Shout out to the ones I didn't meet. Shout out to y'all for kicking it with me. Make sure y'all thumb up the video on the way out. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, man. Be here tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We got A War pulling up, and we're going to get into this A Verb versus A War, man. We about to have another classic interview. Another classic interview, I promise. But shout out to my dog Hitman, man. He's still a GOAT in my eyes, still the best performer, one of the best battle rappers to ever do it. But Eazy the Block Captain, when they say the talk is different, the talk is different, the walk is different, the performance is different, the aggression different, like the preparation different, like he is different. He is that, man. But I appreciate y'all so much. Oh yeah, go check out Verb's live that he does. He does like this lunch hour. Go check out his lives, man. It was cracking in there. He had like 1,400 in the group on a live yesterday. He definitely doing his numbers. I think today he's gonna get into the Hassan White talk. He got ARP pulling up, so maybe ARP can book this on a maxed out. Bring a maxed out to St. Louis, man. We got venues. But we'll definitely see, man. So appreciate everybody in the chat today, man. Y'all know how I rock. This is Temperature Check. I am your host as always, man. Mr. Check the Temperature. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel. And we not just getting started, because I've been here. Y'all know me. We family. We know each other. We be at each other cookout.